Hey everyone, so excited to be sending you this video with information about our reopening date. Last week I sent out a video sharing 5 things we know about our reopening. And if you didn't get to watch that and you're a part of our church family, please go back and watch that. That was a really important video as I shared my heart about what it's going to be like as we move towards reopening. But today I'm able to announce a date to you. You know, we've been working on 2 important things and we've been waiting on one important thing. And as those 3 things come together, it's allowing us to identify a reopening date. The first thing we've been working on is a safety plan. Every business, every church, every organization in this time needs a safety plan. We have an amazing team of experts that have been working together. These are people who are part of our church family, who love this church and love this community. And God's blessed us with an individual who's a doctor, an individual who is an infectious disease specialist, another individual who his entire career has been in biosafety. Another person on the team is the GM at a local hospital. We have people with experience in education and nursing, and they're all speaking into this. And we're so thankful that God has put together this team. That safety plan is going to be available for you to download and read through on Sunday, June 14th. It's going to be on our church website. There'll be a big link to it on the homepage of our church website. When you get that safety plan, if you're like me, you're going to download it, you're going to read through it. And what we always do when we get information is we are handed some facts, and then because we're human beings, we immediately build narratives around those facts. I want to get out in front of that a little bit and let you know that the plan that we have and the steps that we will take are motivated by care, not fear. I know that the Bible says that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but also there is the idea that God has given us wisdom and concern for each other. And the spirit of fear is not the same thing as having a healthy fear of a virus that has impacted the lives of many people in terrible ways. And so we're going to be operating out of care, not fear. So if you see something on the safety plan and you think to yourself, why are they doing this? Please remember it's care, not fear. The other thing is that we are looking at best practices, not bare minimum. There is a bare minimum that the state and the county will require of us, and we will do all of those, of course. But we're not just stopping there so that we can open up the doors to our church. We're not just concerned with jumping through the hoops so that we can open up. We actually are committed to making this the most safe place it possibly can be. So we're looking not just at the bare minimum, but best practices. So the safety plan we've been working on. Secondly, we've been working on a media installation. We want to continue to offer an online service, knowing that for everyone, coming back immediately will not be the best option for them. So we are installing equipment, and some of that is we've been waiting on. It's been on back order, but we believe that's coming in this month, and it will be installed before our opening date. What we will be offering will be similar to the services now. The sermon will be recorded that Sunday morning, and the service will be posted later on in the evening on Sunday. And so the biggest difference is it will not be online at 10 a.m. It will not be live streamed, but it will be on later that same day. So those two are coming together, safety plan and media installation. And then the third thing that we needed to come together was the government guidance. Without going into details, the 3 levels of our government, federal, state, and local, have not been in sync as it relates to the reopening of churches. And so we've been left trying to determine what is the best path forward. And that's why you'll see some churches opening on different dates. Some will open earlier than us, some will open later than us. We believe, as best as we can tell, and of course the information is always changing it seems, that Friday, June 26th is the first time that all 3 levels of the government guidance will come in sync together, federal, state, and local. And so for that reason, we have chosen Sunday, June 28th as the day that we are going to reopen this church building and invite everybody in to be a part of our 9 a.m. and our 11 a.m. service. So June 28th, put it on your calendar. It's going to be a wonderful, exciting Sunday. 4 quick questions you may be having right now that I want to address. Number 1, could the date change? Yes, anything can change right now because we're part of a bigger system than just our individual decisions. It will not be sooner. Could it be later? It could be if something happens in our community that sets us back in our progress. But I do believe we will open Sunday, June 28th. Second question, what about other things? Other weekly events, Wednesday nights, first Sundays, men's gatherings, women's gatherings. All of those are going to continue to be paused during the season All of our energy and resources will be focused on opening up our Sunday morning service only. Maybe another question you're asking is, I have kids. What about children? Will there be anything for them? Well, the answer is yes and no. We're not going to be able to offer the traditional Trinity Kids or nursery environments right off the bat. We are hoping to move towards that. But Pastor Vicki and I have been talking a lot about how can we involve and engage the children during the main service, and Pastor Vicki and her team will continue to provide online videos just for your children. And the last question, I hope this is the one that you're asking, what can I do to help? You can pray with us. You can let us know that you're coming back so that we can begin to strategize about who will be here. You can let us know if you're willing to serve and help us carry out our safety plan. And you can also fight for the unity of our church in a time where it's difficult to stay on the same page on so many matters, that help us stay unified in our focus on Jesus and his mission. I cannot wait to be with you all on Sunday, June 28th. Stay tuned. There'll be a lot more information coming.